This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, the Gymnastics Association of the Philippines bags National Sports Association of the Year Award for a Golden 2024. Expect game-changing upgrades as the PSC ramps up facilities for national athletes. BVL teams gear up for an intense 2024-25 All-Filipino Conference. Teen prodigy Luke Littler claims historic PDC World Championship victory. In the NBA, the Kings crushed the Warriors to extend their winning streak to 4, while Jalen Green and the Rockets hold off the Lakers in a thrilling finish. And no more about the program Athletes Unrivaled and how it is helping make Filipinos' sports dreams come true. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 6th of January. Now here's our roundup. The Gymnastics Association of the Philippines has flipped, vaulted, and somersaulted its way to the top, earning the coveted National Sports Association of the Year award. GAP will receive this honor at the San Miguel Corporation Philippine Sports Writers Association Awards Night on January 27 at the Manila Hotel. Carlos Yulo's dazzling performance at the Paris Olympics left the world in awe and put the country in the Olympic gymnastics map. The 24-year-old powerhouse from Lebariza, Manila clinched 2 gold medals in his signature events, the men's vault and floor exercise, a first-ever double Olympic gold for the Philippines in a single games. The magic did not stop for Yulo. For the first time in 60 years, Filipino gymnasts graced the Olympic stage thanks to the awe-inspiring trio of Aaliyah Finnegan, Emma Malabuyo, and Levi Jung Ruvivar. Their participation brought back memories of Evelyn Magluyan and Maria Luisa Floro, who last competed in the 1964 Tokyo Olympics. Yulo remained a dominant figure, capturing 4 gold medals at the Men's Artistic Gymnastics Asian Championships in Tashkent, Uzbekistan, and added a gold and silver in the FIG World Cup Series in Qatar. Meanwhile, Ruvivar and Malabuyo shone in their own right, bagging multiple medals across prestigious competitions and securing their tickets to Paris. Even the next generation joined the fray. Carl Eldrew Yulo, Carlos's younger brother, tumbled into the spotlight with stellar performances, winning multiple gold at the Pacific Rim Championship in Cali, Colombia, and the Chu Wai Chung Cup in Hong Kong. Under the leadership of Cynthia Carrion, gymnastics continue to bring honor to the country, proving that Filipino athletes can soar high and shine on the global stage. The Philippine Sports Commission is stepping up its game, rolling out bold plans to transform the nation's sports facilities into world-class hubs for athletic excellence. With a staggering $275 million already invested, the PSC is laying the foundation for a future where Filipino athletes can thrive. The centerpiece of this massive revamp, a state-of-the-art 7-story building replacing the aging boxing and penchaksilat facilities. This multi-use marvel will not only house training areas, but also feature brand new dormitories, ensuring athletes have top-tier accommodations right in the heart of the action. The iconic Rizal Baseball Stadium isn't being left behind. The gallery section is undergoing a complete refurbishment, preserving its storied history while making it fit for modern-day greatness. And there's more. Next on the PSC's ambitious agenda, renovations for existing dormitories and a brand new 4-story administration building. PSC Chair Richard Bachman revealed that the effort began last year and is now gaining momentum. This wave of improvement signals a new era for Philippine sports, where infrastructure matches the grit, passion, and the talent of the country's athletes. The Premier Volleyball League squads are back, revving up for the much-anticipated continuation of the All-Filipino Conference, which is set to resume on January 18. After a thrilling first half of the season, teams are determined to deliver high-octane volleyball action and reclaim dominance on the court. Leading the charge is Petrogas, sitting atop of the standings with a fiery 5-1 record. The Gas Angels are coming off 5 straight wins after dropping their opening game to the defending champion Creamline Cool Smashers. Now, in their last outing on December 14, they crushed the Cignal HD Spikers in straight sets 25-19, 25-21, 25-18 before the league's Christmas break. Teams like PLDT, the high-speed hitters, and the next-led chameleons wasted no time returning to training as they prepare for intense clashes ahead. The conference resumes with 3 explosive matches at the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. The next-led chameleons aim for their first win against the gritty Farm Fresh Foxies, who will debut star middle blocker Lorene Toring. Then it's a battle for redemption as Zeus Coffee Raiders clash with the hungry Chocomucho Flying Titans. The day wraps with a must-watch encounter between the PLDT high-speed hitters and the surging Akari Chargers. With the league's top contenders like Creamline, Cignal HD, and Petrogas bringing their A-game, the underdog squads are fired up to upset the competition. This season promises nothing but heart-stopping rallies and jaw-dropping spikes, so mark your calendars, volleyball fans, because the PVL All-Filipino Conference is back and it's ready to electrify the courts once again. The darting world has a new king, and his name is Luke Littler. He's just 17 years old, and he has etched his name in the history books by clinching the PDC World Championship with a commanding 7-3 triumph over Michael Van Gerwen at the iconic Alexandra Palace. Littler's victory not only secures his first Sid Waddell Trophy, but also crowns him the youngest ever champion in PDC history, smashing records and expectations in spectacular fashion. Littler was unstoppable from the outset, surging to a 4-0 lead with a mix of relentless scoring and clinical finishing. While Van Gerwen, a 3-time world champion, rallied to take 3 sets, he never came close to derailing Littler's momentum. The young sensation showcased nerves of steel, averaging over 102 and throwing 12 180s in a performance that will be talked about for years. Littler shared in his post-match interview that to win the title, especially at his age, feels surreal and that he is beyond grateful. The win caps off an incredible journey for the teenager who stormed through the tournament with unmatched consistency, averaging over 100 in 5 of his 6 matches and topping the 180 leaderboard with 76 maximums. With his historic win, Littler has firmly established himself as the future of darts. His poise under pressure, scoring power, and impeccable timing evoke comparisons to legends like Phil the Power Taylor. At just 17, Littler has already cemented his place in darting folklore, and this is just the beginning. Littler's victory isn't just a personal triumph, it's a defining moment for the sport. His youthful energy combined with masterful precision signals the dawn of a new era in darts. With the Sid Waddell Trophy in hand, the $5,000 prize in his pocket, and a growing legion of fans worldwide, Littler is set to dominate for years to come. The world has witnessed the birth of a superstar. At 17, Luke Littler isn't just rewriting the record books, he's setting the stage for a darting dynasty. The Sacramento Kings put on a dominant performance without star guard Darren Fox, blowing out the Golden State Warriors 129-99 at the Chase Center. Sacramento's 30-point victory marked their largest margin of victory in Golden State since moving to Sacramento in 1985. Despite Stephen Curry's 26 points, the Warriors struggled offensively, while the Kings' offense was red hot, shooting 58% from the field and 47% from 3. Malik Monk stepped up, dishing out a career-high 10 assists in the first half and adding 26 points and 12 assists overall. Domantas Sabonis dominated with 22 points, 13 rebounds, and 7 assists. The Kings capitalized on 22 turnovers by Golden State, scoring 34 points off mistakes and led by as many as 39 points. Rookie Devin Carter added 13 points and Keegan Murray returned from injury with 11 points and 4 rebounds. Meanwhile, in a nail-biting showdown, the Houston Rockets edged out the Los Angeles Lakers 119-115 on Sunday night, with Jalen Green lighting it up for 33 points and Fred VanVleet sealing the win with a clutch steal. The Lakers, fueled by Anthony Davis's 30 points and 13 rebounds, battled back with an 11-2 run in the final minutes, cutting Houston's lead to just 2. But the Rockets didn't back down. Amen Thompson, in his return from suspension, put up 23 points and a career-high 16 rebounds, helping Houston hold on after leading by as many as 22 points. With 8 seconds left, a LeBron James bucket brought the Lakers within 117-115. And after a missed free throw by Alperen Sengun, the Lakers had one last chance to tie. But in a game-defining moment, VanVleet snatched the inbound pass meant for LeBron and hit one of 2 free throws to secure the win. James finished with 21 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists, but the Lakers couldn't complete the comeback. The Rockets remained victorious, surviving the late surge from Los Angeles. And here are more results from the NBA and the current team standings. And here's your daily dose of sports lingo. Ever seen a gymnast stick the landing? It's the ultimate mic drop moment in the world of gymnastics, where precision meets pure power. Sticking the landing is the gymnast's ultimate finishing move. It's that perfect moment when they nail their routine, landing with such control and balance that they don't budge an inch. No steps, no wobbles, just pure perfection. This iconic move isn't just about looking cool, it's a game changer in scoring. For sticking the landing could mean a trip to the podium, and it's the kind of jaw-dropping moment that has everyone on their feet. Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. The spotlight is on Sky Chua, a rising star both on and off the rink, as she gears up to represent the Philippines at the 2025 FISU Winter World University Games in Turin, Italy. Not just a competitor, but also the flag bearer, Sky is making history as the University of the Philippines' first ever Winter Universiad athlete. A powerhouse on the ice, Sky earned her stripes at the Southeast Asian Open Figure Skating Trophy last July, clinching 3rd place against tough international competition. Now she's set to take her talent to a global stage, carrying the hopes of a nation with her. When she's not dazzling on the ice, Sky shines on screen. Fans know her as Yuki, a memorable character in the GMA Prime hit series Pulang Araw. She's also made waves in the figure skating drama Hearts on Ice alongside Ashley Ortega and Sian Lim, proving she's as graceful in acting as she is in skating. This sparkle artist and UP student isn't just skating for medals. She's inspiring a generation of young Filipinos to chase their dreams, no matter how icy the path. As she takes to the rink in Italy, all eyes will be on Sky. So get ready to witness her combined athletic brilliance with her undeniable star power. And that is our roundup for tonight, the 6th of January. When we return, get to know how Jericho Ilagan is helping underprivileged Filipino athletes make their sports dreams come true. So watch out for that when we return right here on The Scorecard.
Ito po si Father Nono.
Ako po si Father Fiel Pareha.
Ako si Risa Singson Kaupeng.
Kape at pandasal na po tayo. Ito po si Cardinal Chito Tagle.
PNC's Election 2025 special coverage.
Welcome back to the Scorecard. For athletes dreaming of making it big or simply wishing to fulfill their potential, listen up because there is hope. Let's learn more about Athletes Unrivaled and how this program is not just developing elite athletes, but genuine champions in life. When I first met this man, he was a high-ranking sports executive running the premier regional basketball league in Asia. Aside from that, he runs many businesses, and today we are here with him to talk about his latest venture. Here with us for this episode of the Scorecard is the program director of Athletes Unrivaled, Coach Jericho Ilagan. Coach, thank you so much for the time.
How are you, man?
Thank you for welcoming me here to the Next Sports Center.
Thanks for coming. We appreciate you guys.
All right, latest venture, Jericho, Athletes Unrivaled. You mentioned this in a Facebook post last Christmas. So tell us about the program.
It's a program we designed and developed to help athletes in the Philippines initially to further develop and enhance their game. We know that in the Philippines, we have a ton of basketball players. And unfortunately, not all of them have the same opportunities that, a lot of other athletes get. So we designed the program to ensure that everybody gets an equal opportunity when it comes to development and training. Our program features a progressive strength and conditioning plan for these players. We know, Anton, that as you progress in your basketball career, the other players get faster and heavier and stronger. So we want these athletes as well to be able to match up with their counterparts. We also have a lot of skill work, individual and team. We teach offensive concepts and plays, as well as do a lot of shooting reps. As you know, you and I love doing the shooting rep drills. We have a full day program for our players. And we also understand the economical challenges of these players. Unfortunately, in the Philippines, we have so many tiers in the economics of being a basketball player. Not everyone is fortunate enough to have families that can support your journey in your basketball career. So all these players in our program are also compensated up to 40,000 pesos a month. And we're able to do that through our brand partnerships and media rights partnerships as well.
I want to ask first where the inspiration to come up with this program came about.
This is a very hybrid program. I'd say I'd like to be humble and all about it, but this is the very first program of its type anywhere in the world. This is a hybrid of all our learnings and experiences in the past 15 years. We've seen a program like this with the IMG Academy in Florida, wherein they really develop players and help them get to the NBA. We've seen programs like these in sports clubs in Australia, wherein you sign up your kid and the sports club teaches your kid basketball or any other sport. We merged those two together, and then we took into consideration the challenges that we have for athletes in the Philippines, the economical scale of the basketball career of a player. And we ended up with something like this. Our problem initially was, you can easily make a program, but the financials part of it would be the difficult part. So we ensure that all the partners that we've collected and we've networked and we've met throughout the years of doing sports management with the ASEAN Basketball League, Jensen with the UAAP, all our other projects with our partners in China, in Russia, in Brazil. And our dream for their journey is for them to get into a basketball school. We have 4 players now who's never played for a collegiate team. And this coming June, they'll be enrolled in a school. For the first time in their life, they'll be a scholar for a college. So we're also helping these kids get a proper education. All boils down to Jensen and myself's advocacy that athletes should have equal opportunity, regardless where you come from, regardless if you're from the province or you live in in an urban area, regardless where you went to school, we want everybody to have equal access and opportunity to development and training.
Talk about the selection process. How do you decide which players get to be a part of Athletes Unrivaled?
Our evaluation process is, we have a 2-week evaluation process wherein they go through a series of drills and a combine for us to measure their skill set. And after that, we look at their experience, where they are at in their basketball journey before we make the selection process. Currently, we have a pool of about 65 players. We understand as well that all these players might have other commitments.
Yeah.
They might be in a roster for the NPBL now, or a PSL, or an NBL team. Sometimes they're in their final year of their collegiate eligibility. So we're also respectful of their commitments prior to that. They're not tied to a contract with Athletes Unrivaled. They're actually considered independent contractors.
Wow.
Our program is also available for current PBA players who during the off-season would like a full day boot camp to get into tip-top shape.
How do you decide which players get compensated and how much?
Oh, we pay players up to 2,000 pesos a day for training for a day. These players have an option because of economical challenges. They're either going to proceed with their basketball journey or they might need to find a job.
Yes. So right now, these players will get paid today.
Yes.
Wow.
We don't pay them naman every day. We pay them every Friday. They get paid to participate in the program. Everything they do, we monetize. We monetize when they go into our facility. They understand that we're also content creators. We post all our content on social media. We make accounts for these players so that they understand that as a player, there's also an avenue for me to get revenue through social media content. And we're also teaching them that. Besides teaching them basketball skills, we also teach them life skills. So we ensured that there are other opportunities for us in the basketball industry, still in the sports industry. We're trying to teach that to these players. That a sports career, a career in sports is not just being a player. You can be a coach, you can be a team manager, you can be a program director like myself. But it's, if you love sports, there's always an opportunity for you. There's always an employment opportunity.
Coach, for my last question, what is your short-term vision for Athletes Unrivaled? What drives you to come up with a program like this and try to help these kids achieve their dreams?
I think I'll be very happy. Our short-term goal is ensure that these players don't last long in our program. We want them to leave the program as soon as possible. We want them to progress in their careers. We want them to see and reap the benefits of their hard work and their perseverance. We always preach that success is a byproduct of preparation and opportunity. We hope that our program prepares them for the opportunity that will come for them to be successful in their careers. If one of them gets to a school and they've never been a scholar in a school, that's a win for us. We just want these players to succeed, and I hope our program will help them get to that success.
Where do you see Athletes Unrivaled a year from now?
Our scale plan is, you remember Michael Jordan once said in North Carolina game, the roof is the ceiling.
Yeah, the ceiling is the roof.
The ceiling is the roof.
Yeah.
The ceiling is the roof. It's like that for us. The ceiling is our roof. Our roof does not have a standard height. It can be as high as the Burj Khalifa in Dubai. We see our program Athletes Unrivaled scaling to other sports as well. Our program now has 66 players. We in one facility. We hope that we'll have at least 5 of our basketball programs in 5 facilities by end of the year. We also hope to expand to other programs like volleyball, like football, soccer, any team sport in particular, because the model is very easy to do, very easily replicatable. We don't mind being called the Uber of the sports industry. From the Uber, now you have the Grab, the Food Panda, the Angkas, the Move It. We understand that we're industry disruptors because this hasn't been done before. Never in the history of sports were you paid to train. Never in the history of sports where there's a program. The only goal is to help athletes get to the next level. At the same time, not get paid by the athletes. We see a lot of trainers and programs all over the world. And those are business-centric towards the revenue that they get from the enrollees. Ours is different. We monetize our content. Our revenue comes from the same revenue streams that the leagues make out of. And we give that to these players. We just hope that, with our help, with our program, that they can succeed in their journey.
Well, with that said, I want to say congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And thank you again for welcoming me to the Next Sports Center to tell us about your latest venture, Athletes Unrivaled.
Thanks, Anton.
When the scorecard returns, we will look into the upcoming NBA matchups, so you can keep your eyes on the prize.
Magandang gabi, ako po si Pinky Webb.
At ako naman si Corina Sanchez-Rojas.
Ngayong 2025, kombinasyong Corina Sanchez-Rojas at Pinky Webb. Dalawang mababahayag na subok sa tapang at talino.
Simulcast tayo sa DWAR Abante Radyo at 94.7 Mellow BFM.
Mapapanood din tayo sa Abante Teletabloid sa Sky Cable. Sa bawat issue may anggulo at ang balita may agenda.
Hello and welcome to Follow the Money. I'm Rain Musngi. Join us as we explore the tools and insights you need to jumpstart your financial journey.
We empower.
Filipino startups can actually compete globally.
We motivate.
Growing retail interest today from a cryptocurrency perspective.
Changes that are vital.
We have high data privacy standards for all our clients.
Follow the Money with Rain Musngi.
Keep it here on BNC, the Billionaire News Channel, always on top.
Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. We'll break down the upcoming matchups to deliver key insights that might just give you the edge you need to stay ahead of the game. Tomorrow, January 7 at 9 a.m. Philippine time, live at the United Center in Chicago, Illinois, the San Antonio Spurs will take on the Chicago Bulls. The San Antonio Spurs entered this game with an 18-17 record, currently 9th in the Western Conference. They're looking to rebound from a 101-122 overtime loss to the Denver Nuggets, despite a strong performance from Victor Wembanyama, who posted 20 points and 23 rebounds. However, Wembanyama was shut down in overtime, and the Spurs struggled to close the game. Zach Collins and Devin Vassell added solid contributions, but the Spurs will need a more consistent effort to compete against a rejuvenated Bulls team. On the other hand, the Chicago Bulls come into this game with a 16-19 record, sitting 10th in the Eastern Conference. The Bulls are riding high after a 139-126 victory over the New York Knicks, featuring career-high 9 three-pointers from Kobe White, who scored 33 points. Zach LaVine also added 33 points, while Nikola Vucevic recorded 22 points and 12 rebounds, as the Bulls torched the Knicks with a red-hot 20 of 37 from beyond the arc. The Chicago Bulls entered this game as favorites with a minus 4.5-point spread. Their explosive outside shooting and improved ball movement make them a formidable challenge, especially against a Spurs defense that has been inconsistent on the road. The over-under is set at 228.5, hinting at a high-scoring affair as both teams rely on their offensive firepower. Can Victor Wembanyama lead the Spurs to an upset on the road, or will the Bulls continue their winning ways with another dominant performance at home? We'll see. Also at 9 a.m. Philippine time, live at the Target Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota, the Los Angeles Lakers, or Clippers rather, will face off against the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Los Angeles Clippers enter this game with a 2015 record, currently 7th in the Western Conference. They're coming off a dominant 131-105 victory over the Atlanta Hawks, marked by Norman Powell scoring 20 points and Kawhi Leonard returning with 12 points in limited minutes after missing the first 34 games of the season. Ivica Zubac delivered a strong double-double with 18 points and 18 rebounds, while the team shot an impressive 47.9% from the field. On the other hand, the Minnesota Timberwolves come into this matchup with a 17-17 record, sitting 10th in the Western Conference. Despite Anthony Edwards scoring a career-high 53 points in their last game against the Detroit Pistons, the Timberwolves fell short in a 105-119 loss. Minnesota struggled to find offensive support beyond Edwards, as Julius Randle was the only other player in double figures with 17 points. The Clippers entered this game as favorites with a minus 3.5 point spread, thanks to their well-balanced scoring and recently reinforced lineup with the return of Kawhi Leonard. However, the Timberwolves boast the NBA's fifth-best defense, allowing only 108 points per game. And they'll be looking to lean on Anthony Edwards' scorching form to steal a home victory. The over-under is set at 217.5, reflecting a potential defensive battle, with both teams looking to capitalize on their pace when the opportunities arise. Can the Clippers build on their momentum and solidify their position in the playoff hunt? Or will Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves find a way to turn their season around and defend their home court? We'll see. And here are the rest of the odds for tomorrow. And that wraps up tonight's preview, so you can keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From a legendary American track and field athlete who won 4 gold medals at the 1936 Berlin Olympics, famously debunking Hitler's myth of Aryan supremacy. Jesse Owens once said, "The battles that count aren't the ones for gold medals, the struggles within yourself, the invisible, inevitable battles inside all of us. That's where it's at." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again tomorrow on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport, right here on the Billionaire News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody. Good night.